Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Camavinga, Adriano, clipped into space. And this is Adriano. Mbappe. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and that could set him on his way. Now it's Alvarez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Alvarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Looking for the run. Doué has it out wide and in space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bruno Fernandes. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Doué. Rafael Varane gets a foot in and wins the ball. Mbappe shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Hazard. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And they can counter here. Over to the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Fernandes can see things others simply cannot. That's rather hopeful.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Fernandes, can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Fernandes. Now Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. And that was nowhere near his best. Alexander-Arnold. Kubasi. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Doué. Oh, that is a nice touch. That's a good run down the left. Cleared without complication. Now it's Doué. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Doué. There will be a throw-in. He is through here. Danny Olmo, a header! He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Danny Olmo, that's a good foot in there. Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. It's just beyond his reach. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Tries from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Camavinga. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Israel are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're just settling back into this second half. Adriano, and it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Albertini. He's gone for goal! That was mighty close. Camavinga, Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Fernandes. Now it's Alvarez. He's got away, tries to cross. Alexander-Arnold. That is good strength, and he's had it nicked away. Adriano gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Kubasi. He won't be happy with that one. That's a throw. Kubasi. Alexander-Arnold, nicely spread. Doué. He's in plenty of space here. McAllister, distributed tidily. Rafael Varane produces the perfect tackle there. That has been cut short. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Olmo. Danny Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Albertini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Danny Olmo. McAllister. Danny Olmo has created one goal already. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Alvarez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafael Varane. And it's Bruno Fernandes. To Bruno Fernandes. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's Adriano! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And smartly reclaimed. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Israel can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Pelé.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Albertini does well to get it back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van Dijk. Israel are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late.
And he's let fly! Chance! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Closing in on goal. And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Mbappe goes short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And now he has two. Israel are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and As a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Barcelona take what... So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a...
He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job.
Applies the finish! Oh, bang on target. Batistuta. Zubimendi. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Platini. Now Albertini. Not the most accurate pass. Howson. Nicely aimed pass. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Serginho. He's picked his way through. So it is still 0-0. Albertini can see things others simply cannot.
Mateus.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Germany are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Rice, nicely weighted ball. Platini. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cross goes in there. Czech claims it without any fuss. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Platini. And it's Varane. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he cuts out the supply. Kukcu. Calafiori.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Platini. Platini goes steaming forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Backward it goes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rice. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. He's in space and looking for options. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. And the pass is intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Played out wide. Mbappe. And that has not gone well. Zubimendi. Rice. Now it's Del Piero. Marquinhos gets... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone. Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Israel clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Aims beyond the defence. Israel come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in person.
Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, nicely intercepted. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Del Piero. And this is Del Piero. He can get that clear. Oh, that's a key interception. Germany appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
He's having a hit! That's got him rattled. Serginho. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross deflected behind for a corner. He's having a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Zubimendi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Goes for goal! Always going over the top.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Israel are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's Batistuta. Rummenigge, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And he's whipped it across. Del Piero! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Now it's Batistuta. Played through into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Carvajal. Kukçu. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Pulls it back. That is Stuta! No, not the best of headers. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Rice. And it's Serginho. He's found a way through. And that's played in low. And the finish! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Germany have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Substitution for Germany.
Germany making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to...
Gets his head on it! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Marquez. Now it's Del Piero. And he welcomes it in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
There will be 3 minutes.
Played through for the wide man.
Germany couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Israel are making a change now.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot, surely! They've done it! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No, no way through. Now it's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Bellingham tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Neymar, challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
We all love a tryer, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Big chance! Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's going for goal! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Still goalless at the moment. Foot in, and he's intervened well there. Saliba. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found the shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mbappe has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Rummenigge. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. Great vision. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Goes for the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Danger averted for now. And it's Albertini. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Rummenigge. And this is Del Piero. Mbappe. Can he finish? And the volley. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crossed into the middle. Ederson getting this one clear. Somewhat off target. Mateus gets a foot in here. That's been slipped through. Linton. McAllister. And he's forced to go back. Howson is the team's great visionary. Now Saliba. And it's McAllister. And it's DiMarco. Now Saliba. Neymar. And there is the half-time whistle. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Israel really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had a shot! He's scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Israel have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Aims beyond the defence. Drives it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Tries to pass it through.
Israel are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Hakimi. And it's Neymar. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. DiMarco. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
He is just caressing the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is, and it tries from a long way out. And the keeper's well positioned.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Now it's Del Piero. Good chance here! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Neymar. Joelinton. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That has not gone well. And he cuts out the supply. Spread it left. He's got away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. DiMarco with the short one. Looking to play him in. DiMarco receives it in a wide position. Israel have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Opts to play it back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Platini wins the duel this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Saliba has a look and plays it forward.
Oh, great feet, that.
Cannavaro robs him of possession. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's the throw. Israel still ahead by the game's only goal. And that is expertly dealt with.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's run loose here. Can he get it through? Just eases him off the ball. Stood up well to him there. Neymar looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Joelinton. Joelinton proves just a little bit too strong. And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels, but goes for goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Del Piero has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. That has not gone well. Platini. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a good-looking delivery. Veron. That is Conte. Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have...
Climbs up big! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Veron goes short. Aims beyond the defence. Mateus does well to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Del Piero. It's a searching pass. He rises! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
They want to be quick to recover this. Knocks it into space. Veron is the team's great visionary. It's a good spell of possession, this. Conte. Now there's... And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Here's a chance! Albertini with the short one. Now this could be a chance! Goal! Israel! And Israel score first. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Number 7, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rijkaard. Veron. Over to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Another fruitless header.
Lazio really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shot could be on. Israel are looking to go forward now. And it's Serginho. Driving forward. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge looking to get on the end of this. Applies the finish! Decent hit and on target. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Albertini plays it short. And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Adams robs him of possession. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played down the flank. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank.
Israel can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lofted in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well measured. Real chance! And he hits the net. Lazio back on level terms. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away...
Mateus with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Mateus has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He is through here. Decent chance! Goal! Lazio! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Great vision. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He's in a great position here. Takes the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Rummenigge just can't...
And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Israel really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on it.
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Yellow or red, It is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Well, that is one way to stop him. Koundé, can he get on the end of this? Mbappe, and that's left him on the seat of his pants. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Good read, needed to be. Mbappe. And it's Albertini. Platini. Played over towards the opposite flank. Albertini under intense pressure.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
And he's intervened well there. It's a promising position. Serginho's cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Shot a goal! Yes! And they are cruising away. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Great chance! And he's heaved it away. Incoming delivery. Up he goes! He scores! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is this the start of a comeback? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Koundé, well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Del Piero has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And he's going to have his name taken. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? This man, the shot! Sticks it away!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So now the difference is 3. Kante gets flagged offside. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Del Piero in acres of space out wide. Bayer deals with that nice and simple. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rijkaard. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once.
Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. Veron has got himself a free kick. Platini has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Serginho, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away, and the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And he's had it nicked away. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Looking for the run. In by Del Piero. He's having a go!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, he's off! And you know what that means?
I'm afraid to tell you.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Romero spots it and intercepts. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Threads one in. Brahim Diaz unable to make it happen for all. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously...
Marmouche! In he goes again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Zaire. Oh, what has happened here? Zaire and Marmoush! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. There will be a throw-in. Looking to go deep. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. Kimmich. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. Israel. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Romero. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. He's a sharp little ball here, and here's Brahim Diaz. Greenwood is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. No, that's been intercepted. Yildiz. And this is Marmoush. Yildiz.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's away. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Israel! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
After 32 minutes is number 22. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier...
He's having a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Greenwood, and he's managed to get free. Hoisted in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Martinez.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Donatoni. Oh, that's well spotted. Rice to Martinez. Now it's Brahim Diaz, and it's Hakimi.
That's good play from him.
It's a promising position. And that is a little undercooked. Kimmich. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Kimmich showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's gone loose. And here's Zaire Emery. He has found the way through. Czech cleans it in the safe hands. Greenwood. Albertini. Deftly away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Israel leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but
tries from a long way out. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Kimmich. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Looking for the run. Hakimi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, good-looking ball. Israel are ahead here by what is still the only goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Rummenigge! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Israel with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Has a shot! Almost an hour gone. And this is Marmouche. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. Calafiori gets good distance on it. Played into space. And they're quick to get it back. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked out the run. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Israel choosing to make the first change.
Number 17, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field is...
Oh, it's come loose.
51, William Pacho.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Stops to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Marmouche. Can he get on the end of this? Played in. Up he goes! It's anyone's ball now. That's another chance. It's in! Barcelona are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exact
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
just when they thought they may be...
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Marquez has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Martinez.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's only too happy to take that back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Greenwood has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Marmouche! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Played out to the left flank. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's found a way through. Yildiz couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
It's run loose here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
This usually...
Real chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Showing great feet there. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
And it's Kimmich. Can he get it through? Big chance!
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Cannavaro has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. And it's been taken short. The ball goes in. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Throw in. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's played it, takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kimmich plays it short. He came in hard, very hard. He's on it, can he get away? Well, now it's a race. There's the shot! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Israel did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
Thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.